Renee with an A, and welcome back to Fattie McFatville Friday. Ooh.
The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her.
Everyone, welcome back to my channel, to this Fattie McFatville Friday, and I am at the stove once again. Not cooking up anything special today. I'm just cooking up some Brussels sprouts in some Italian dressing with some Parmesan cheese. That's like one of my favorite simple go-to meals. This tripod continues. I gotta get another one. So I'm just cooking this up to have today because I love it. I've been like all week, I have been on a cabbage kick, which could be good, but yet can be bad. It will clean you out. Oh yes. Let's talk about my week for a minute. I did go away this weekend, if you saw, because I uploaded the Natural Bridge Zoo in Virginia. We did go away for a weekend to Virginia just to see some family and stuff like that. And so I did pretty good there, I have to say, because they had a cookout at John's aunt's house, and they had burgers, they had chicken, they had, actually John's mom made this really amazing salad with this lime vinaigrette. Oh, it was so good. His aunt makes homemade coleslaw. So there was fruit, there was plenty of things for me to eat, thank goodness. So I had a burger, excuse me, without the bread or anything like that. And I had a half a piece of the chicken, and I had a bunch of the salad and some fruit. And that was good. So that's pretty good for a cookout, because it's hard, you know, you want to have this big burger with the bread and everything on it. But, you know, don't need that. Can't have it anyhow. And then Sunday, it was only just one night that we stayed. Sunday is when we went to the zoo, and then on the way back, we stopped at this place called Country Cookin'. And they have a buffet, and it's your sides and your salad and the desserts, and then you just pick your meat that they bring to the table. I didn't get a meat. John got a steak, and I just did the salad bar and had a big salad. So that was perfect there on the way back home. And when we got home, I just had some chicken, and then Monday I fasted. And let me tell you, the first time I started doing the fasting for the days where you just fast all day, I didn't have a bit of trouble. I mean, I guess because I was gung-ho and I wanted to get over the hump, and lose my 50 pounds. And I just didn't have any problem at all going all day without eating, just drinking broth or tea or black coffee or whatever. This time has been really hard. Like, I don't know. I'm telling you, my friends, it is a mindset that you just have to say, this is what I got to do, and do it. So I did fairly well. I'd stopped eating Sunday at 6:30. That's my normal times to stop eating at night. And so I went into Monday when I had to work, and didn't have anything all day except my water. And when we got home, it was getting close to be, actually, I think I stopped eating at 8 o'clock on Sunday because we got in so late. So I knew I'd be fasting the next day. I didn't think it really mattered. So I ate at 7 o'clock Monday night. So it was almost 24 hours. Almost. So I was really close. I couldn't take it anymore. But I had cauliflower. And I was craving something like spicy and hot. So I made like sriracha with a little bit of mayonnaise, cauliflower. And that was a mistake. I mean, it was delicious. It was good. But, I mean, it don't too much information, but it came straight out of me. Yeah. So I was like, I shouldn't have done it. But I just couldn't handle it. You know those commercials where I think it's like Betty White or whatever's in these commercials about Snickers? You're not yourself when you don't eat. Yeah, that was me Monday. Was this evil lady until I got something in my belly. Yeah, but I did the cauliflower, so that's not too bad. And then Tuesday I did fine. I did my regular, like I normally do, my regular foods. Had no problem. Did really good on my apple cider vinegar. I've been getting that down well. And Wednesday the same. And now I did exercise twice this week. Whoop whoop! I wanted to do at least 3, but hey, I'm not complaining. That's better than the past weeks where I did none. I found a video of Richard Simmons working out to show tunes. Imagine that, Richard Simmons working out to show tunes. So that was amazing for me because I love Broadway. I love the musicals. And it was kind of a little hard to follow. There was a lot of motions in this one. But I liked it. And it was just on YouTube. Somebody had uploaded it like last month. I was like, thank you for doing that so I can work out to that. So I did that. And that was about an hour's worth almost. 45 minutes to 50 minutes, I would say. Close to an hour. And I did that twice this week. I did a Wednesday and yesterday, Thursday. So, hey, that's better than before where it's been like pulling teeth for me. Here I am in my 6th month. And I thought I would be exercising a whole lot more. Now, I will tell you this. You know, we talk about those non-scale victories. And let me tell you, the pool was a big one for me. Really big one. Another big one for me is fitting into, sorry about this glare, fitting into the booths. We've talked about this before. At the restaurants. I just glide in them suckers now. It feels so good. I don't have to worry about, maybe we shouldn't sit here. Maybe we can't sit there. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Getting in and out of the bed is so much easier now. It used to be like, a roach on its back or a turtle when it's on its back and it can't get out of the bed. That is what I look like trying to get out of the bed. My sciatica hasn't hurt as much. Still, I know skinny folk, you still have pains and aches. Those are not going to completely always go away. But losing weight helps out tremendously. And for me, it was weight. It was weight issues. The same thing with my knee going up and down the stairs. Well, you should see me at work now. Go right up them steps, and I'm like, it feels good. It's such a great, great feeling. I have a lady on here who's watching. You're probably watching now. I think her name is Lisa. And she was watching some of my older videos that I did like back November or last year, before I started my diet. And it got me to look at them too. And she says, wow, I can really tell in your face and see that you really have lost, some weight, girl. So thank you, Lisa. But I was looking at them and I was like, gosh, look at my face. My face looked so big. And you could tell even when I was walking, I had the fat lady of big walk. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Got that fat people walk. It happens. It happens. I still find myself walking that way sometimes. I almost like my Brussels sprouts a little burnt. Anybody else like that? But yeah, so that was my week. I did my best. I feel like I did. I feel like I really gave it the best that I could. Better than last week, which I still did okay. I mean, I'm okay with a pound. It's not a race. You know, we say that every time. It's not a race. There's no hurry. I am no hurry. And I know lots of you that I watch, or lots of you that watch me, y'all been on a plateau for a long, long time. A lot longer than I have had to face yet. And I know it could come. It could still happen to me. But last month was really hard, you know, and it was just a few weeks for me of not seeing the scale move. When you know you're giving it your best, it can become challenging, you know, when you don't see it coming off that way. But there's so many non-scale victories, I'm telling you. And my clothes, like, I need to buy some new pants, especially for the summer. My capris, I did buy a few when our Kmart's here went out of business. And I got some for next to nothing. But I was a 5X. I don't really say on here really what my sizes were. I forget to say it. But I was a size 5X. 4X sometimes. And that was pushing it because they would be tight. And now I'm in pretty much a 2X. 3X fits really, really, really comfortable, real loose. But this shirt right here is a 2X. And some of my pants actually, you know, not the kind that has a button or anything, but some of my pants that are just like, what do you call it at the top? Elastic waist. Some of those that I have are 1X that I got now. And it's like, what? So I'm in a 1 or a 2X. And my top, I would get 26, 28s a lot. But it was always so tight in the belly because that's where I carry most of my weight, was in the belly. So now, I get a 2X. It's amazing. It's amazing. With just 50 pounds gone, what a big difference. What a big difference I feel. I'm telling you. So don't wait. You may be watching this and you haven't started yet, or you're thinking about it. It doesn't matter how far I am in my diet. I'm not ahead of anyone or behind anyone. This is my journey. And it's going to take me a different amount of time to lose the weight I need to lose, even if it's the same amount, even if we were the same size or are the same size. It's about your own journey. My camera just cut me off. Said, that's it. Deuces. One day I'm going to have a real vlogging camera. I use my phone for everything that I do. Some people are surprised at that, but I really do. But one day I will have a real vlogging camera. But until then, I have to deal with this. But that's okay. But anyway, what I was saying is it's not a race. And my journey is going to be different from what your journey is. I see a lot of people sometimes comparing themselves like, oh no, we started at the same weight. And now you lost way more than I have. Or I haven't lost as much or something like that. You cannot compare yourself to someone else because we are all different. The way our bodies function, I may have something that you don't have that, you know, allows me or hinders me from losing weight faster. And that's what it's supposed to be with PCOS. But, you know, you can still lose weight. That's a myth. It's a myth about PCOS that you can still lose weight. I'm doing it. Others have done it. But it could be at a slower pace, which sometimes happens. But that's okay. Pound by pound. And lifestyle changing. And that's what I see happening. Like, I learned a lot about myself last week that I talked about my emotional eating. And really realized I'm still sick. I'm really still sick. I'm getting better all the time. I really am. And just learning the things that I should eat and what I could go to and not use it, like I said, as therapy, like I did last week a little bit. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to enjoy my Brussels sprouts. I used to hate Brussels sprouts when I was younger. I really did. I did not like them at all. And now I like crave them. I crave them. I'm craving cabbage like constantly and hot stuff. I don't know if you are too, but I love the hot stuff. And then I found something my friend Dana, if you're watching, hey Dana, she posted this on her Instagram. This is called Stevia, and it is 0-calorie soda, no sugar, no artificial sweeteners, caffeine free. As you can see, 0 across the board. I pretty much do water. I really, every now and again, I have a Coke Zero or a Diet Dr. Pepper. And that is kind of rare. It may be 1 or 2 a week altogether. But I really do like ginger ale, and that's what this one is. So I got these to try, and at first, I didn't like how they tasted. I was like, ugh. But now that this is like my 3rd one or something, I really, really like it. And they have cream soda, they have Coke, they have something else, and then the ginger ale. So I've only tried this one. And I don't know if they have this everywhere. You might have to look it up. But here we have Ingles grocery store, and I found it at Ingles. And I think it was only like $2.98 for a 6-pack. Really cheap. And then her doctor is the one who told her about it and recommended for her to have this as I think she's trying to lose some weight stuff too. Which, you look good, girl. You look good. You're doing good. So, yeah. So that's my week. And I think I did okay. I think I did pretty good. I've had moments this week, and I wanted to remember to tell you to see if you felt the same way. Throughout this journey, I mean, of course, when we start our weight loss journey, we feel what? We feel fat. Duh. That is why we are starting to lose weight. That is exactly why we begin. Because we're overweight, we're miserable, we don't feel well, and we feel tremendously big. We feel fat. Okay. I'm not afraid to say it. I mean, some people don't even like to say the word fat. Call it what it is. That's what it is. We was fat. We is fat. I'm still fat. I'm still losing the fat. Getting past the fat. So, this week, I have once again felt fat again. Okay, let me explain. Throughout my journeys, like when I drop 20 pounds, I start to feel skinny. Do y'all do the same thing? You lose a little bit and you're like, oh. And you see it on the scale, it's gone. Then you start to feel skinny. You like start to look in the mirror, you like hold in your gut and you look and you're like, oh my gosh, I can tell such a difference. Even just after like 5 or 10 pounds. Then when you get up to like what I've lost, 50 pounds, you can really clearly tell a difference when you do side-by-side pictures. Clearly, I can even tell on myself how I feel. My gut used to lay, which it still does. It still does. It's still, I kind of have like that little apron. It's not like a real big one, but it lays on my leg, especially on this side. I have like a little indent. Yeah, that's terrible when you have an indent from where your gut has laid for years. Yeah. But it's gotten so much better. My leg would go numb from my gut laying on I'm not ashamed, but such a shame for my gut to have made my leg go numb. This is why I'm here. Okay? So, throughout my journey, I had those ups and downs of I feel so skinny, feel so fit. Then to this week, I have felt fat again. Am I making sense to anyone? Just like, oh gosh, this lady is crazy. But no, this is how I've really truly felt. This week I have felt big again. Not as big as I was, but I have felt fat again. It's crazy. Okay, I just want to know if I'm the only one out there who goes through those phases of feeling fit and then you don't feel fit. And I'm doing my diet. I'm doing what I'm supposed to, I feel like. I didn't have no cheatingism this week. I've lived on cabbage pretty much the whole week because that's what I've craved. It's been crazy. And I don't know if there's something I'm lacking or, and hot stuff. I want hot stuff. I'm like some weird, crazy pregnant lady who wants some cabbage and hot stuff. Yeah, with ice cream and pickles. No. I did have some Carb Smart ice cream twice this week. I wanted it the 3rd time, but I limited it. Yeah. Oh, and another thing. Okay, this is the last thing I'm going to talk about. And then I'm going to do the weigh-in time. I don't know if y'all hear the stuff on the radio too, or even on TV. We see it all the time. They're advertising for weight loss this, weight loss that. Please buy my product. Buy my herbal pills. It works. You know, all this type of stuff. I'm not naming any company. All these things. I mean, I understand if you have to do some kind of pill or meal replacement things. I've done the meal replacements. I've bought the Atkins and the Slim Fasts and stuff. or if you have to have surgery. I understand that. I get it. Or if you qualified and you got it done, get it done. I'm all for it. But I do pride myself on doing it the natural way. Because I haven't had any illnesses or sicknesses where I've had to have the surgery or something like that. It was a dire need. But I understand that. I'm not downplaying any of that. But I hear these people get on there, okay? And they say, I lost 35, and this is the one on the radio I hear every day. I've lost, was it 32 to 35 pounds or whatever in a month. I mean, just like bam, which I know it can be done. I lost 18 pounds my first month. I've lost 25 pounds in a month before when I have started back in the day. But I lost 18 pounds my first month on this journey. But this one says I lost 35 pounds in a month. And I dropped 6 dress sizes. Is that possible? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Because I have lost 50 pounds, over 50 pounds. I have not dropped 6 dress sizes. I know we're all made different. And I guess it's according to what size you start at. Because clearly, I guess if you're like 180 some pounds and you lose 30, I just still don't see how you would drop 6 dress sizes. I'm always shouting at the radio. John's always like, oh my God, please help me. Because I'm like, you did not drop 6 dress sizes. No way. I've lost over 50 pounds. I've went from a 5X. I'm now just a 2X. Some 1X-ish. Really? 6 dress sizes? Yeah. I can't deal with the dieting things. Oh, send $100 here and $100 there. We'll send you the meal things to get this done and all this. And I'm just like, what a racket. A lot of these things, watch out if you're thinking about doing this journey, doing or switching up to something else. Please be cautious of some of these dieting guru morons is what I'm going to call them. They just get under my skin. Like, yeah, I can help you do this, help you do that. 6 dress sizes, 30 pounds. Really? What size was you when you started? You must have not needed to lose that 30 pounds. You probably need to gain 30 pounds. Okay, I'm done. I'm so done. Oh, y'all hear him? I know you do. I missed my mouth completely. This is real life right here. See, this is the real weight loss journey right here. We don't want to hear or see that stuff that is doctored up and that they're full of bull crap is what they are. This is the real journey right here, I'm telling you. The ups and downs, all of it. The craving of the cabbage all week. Yeah. This is real life right here, baby. Okay, let's see. Let's see how I did. I've had fear this week. I should have had fear last week because it was an emotional week of stress and stuff that I had going on, which I have to say is not completely resolved, but it is pretty much resolved. And the stress is not so overwhelming now. Thank you for your prayers and your comments for our family. I do appreciate it. I really do. Love you all so much. So let's see. Here we go. Weighing time. It's time to see how much I weigh. I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, I should come up with a better rhyme each time, shouldn't I? Yeah. At least it's not the fries going to my thighs this week. The spin cabbage going through my colon as fast as I can put it in my mouth. All right, I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to weigh in. Let's see what I did. Weighing time to be continued. I got on her scale, and I was filming, and it's just, like, it's digital. I mean, y'all see it every week, but the numbers just kept going from 290 something to 295 to 297 to 290 this. So it never really settled on a number. I said, great. So it's time for me to grow up and buy my own scale. I don't know why I haven't done that. So I'm going to purchase me one either today or this weekend. And then, you know how scales are. It may say a different number and we'll just go from my scale. I'm going to try to get a good one, a digital one, and just have it and use that one. So weighing time to be continued. All right, everybody. See you next time.